The Tolkien community is full of voices. Let's meet the creators of Voices of Arda. Airplane Facts with Max. Bard of Arda. Bladorthin the Bastard. KaliCosplay. KaliCosplay. Kelly. Nubada Dubada. Miranda. Myla. Nick. Pete. Silmarillion. Tolkien Toker. Tolkien with Friends. Find all these voices and more on the Voices of Arda YouTube channel.
And now, our feature presentation.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever Tolkien Who Wants to Be a Millionaire event, hosted by myself and the lovely KaliCosplay of the Voices of Arda. We have a contestant here today who needs to be put in his place. Hugh, of course, won our last trivia event. He's been going around throwing shade at everyone, trying to gain fans, gain adulation. So I took it upon myself, because I am someone who really cares about this stuff. I went ahead and made a version of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire specifically to stump Stavros. Now, should he succeed, he will win mad bragging rights. Should he fail, I will give him crap for it forever and all time. Do you accept these terms, sir?
I do.
With that being said, let's go ahead. All right, so welcome, Stavros, to our first ever Tolkien Trivia event. We've gone over the rules with Stavros just a moment ago, but we'll lay them out for all of our viewers at home. There is a question. It is multiple choice question. Questions and answers have been determined by me, KaliCosplay, and our other hosts. Stavros will have 2 lifelines available to him. The 50-50, which will eliminate 2 incorrect answers. And he'll also have an Ask the Audience. You do not, Stavros, have to use any lifelines if you do not want. You can use all lifelines if you so choose.
Okay.
All right, so this is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and we are going to launch in with question number 1 when you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. This hobbit was selected to join the company of Thorin Oakenshield. Is it A. Frodo Baggins, B. Saradoc Brandybuck, C. Brandibur's Took, or D. Bilbo Baggins?
Of course, it's D. Bilbo Baggins.
Okay, we started off easy on you. You did get that.
For those watching at home, if you want to know where to find that information, I will provide a little quote at the end of the answers, so you can study up and be ready to perform yourselves at trivia. So, the answer for this came from The Hobbit, An Unexpected Party. Gandalf is speaking. He says, "You asked me to find the 14th man for your expedition, and I chose Mr. Baggins."
The chosen and selected burglar. All right, nicely done, Stavros. But again, that was meant to be easy. Let's keep going. Elrond called this place home. Is it A. Rivendell, B. Rosgobel, C. Hooters, or D. Holland?
It's A. Rivendell.
That is, of course, the correct answer.
From The Fellowship of the Ring, Flight to the Ford. Frodo says to Strider, "Have you often been to Rivendell?" "I have," said Strider. "I dwelt there once, and still I return when I may. There my heart is, but it is not my fate to sit in peace, even in the fair house of Elrond."
I do have a question for Stavros. Do you have Hooters in Greece?
No, we don't, unfortunately. We don't.
But it sounds like you're familiar with it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Hooters.
All right, let's go and scale up. This time we're going for the 300 level question. What realm does the Black Gate serve as an entrance to? Is it A. Rohan, B. Mordor, C. Angmar, or D. the DMV?
It's B, Mordor.
Nicely done, of course.
From the two towers, the Black Gate is closed. None could pass the teeth of Mordor and not feel their bite, unless they were summoned by Sauron, or knew the secret passwords that would open the Moradon, the Black Gate of his land.
I do suspect you have some equivalent of the DMV.
We do.
And are the complaints the same about like wait times and paperwork?
No. I think it's much simpler here, which is paradoxical because Greece has too much bureaucracy.
Let's move up to the 400 level question. What has every elf in Wilderland sung songs of? Is it A. Ents, B. the Wine of Dorwinion, C. Eregion, or D. the cessation of alimony payments?
It's A, Ents.
Ents, of course, is the correct answer.
From the two towers, the White Rider. Legolas says, "Nay, every elf in Wilderland has sung songs of the old Anodrim and their long sorrow."
I can think of a couple elves off the top of my head who have sung songs about the cessation of alimony payments, though. Now, let's move up to the 500 level question. Where was Morgoth sent to after the War of Wrath? Is it A. Avathar, B. the Timeless or Outer Void, C. the Caves of the Forgotten, or D. a timeshare presentation?
It's B, the Timeless Outer Void.
Yes, of course, that's the correct answer.
From the Silmarillion of the Voyage of Adanedhel and the War of Wrath. But Morgoth himself the Valar thrust through the door of night beyond the walls of the world into the timeless void. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with the Voices of Arda will return after these short messages. Welcome to KaliCosplay's Contestant Corner, where we will take a few moments to get to know our players. This is our first player for Tolkien Trivia, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with Voices of Arda. Would you like to introduce yourself?
My name is Stavros, or Adanedhel. I'm from Greece. I'm a veterinarian. I work with animals. I'm currently the vice president of the Greek Tolkien Society here, and I like hanging out with the Voices of Arda. I'm doing not only Tolkien trivia, I've also won like some Big Bang Theory trivia, biology trivia contest, some video games.
Adanedhel, what does the name mean and where does it come from?
So it means elf man or man elf, whatever. Adan is like Dun Adan, and Ethel is elf. It's in one of the names of Turin when he went to Nargothrond. They called him Adanedhel. Yeah.
Back to Tolkien Trivia. How did you get so good at it?
I used to play on an app called Quiz App. It had like for every category of everything that you wanted, like from music to books, movies, every movie, like it had a category, and you played with other people online. I started playing when I was like 16, 17, and you could also make your own quiz there and play it with other people, and I did that. And it was called the Ultimate Arda Quiz. It was the hardest one that it was on the side, that they had on the side. They don't let me play very much here in Greece.
You can only read one Tolkien book for the rest of your life. Which one is it?
My favorite story is The Children of Húrin.
Okay.
But I don't think I will be reading that all my life. Maybe I'm between the Silmarillion and Lord of the Rings. Maybe the Lord of the Rings because it's longer.
You can only watch one of the movie adaptations for the rest of your life. Which one is it?
Probably The Return of the King.
In Tolkien's universe, this is a two-part question. Which character do you like the most, and which character do you think you are the most like?
I'm between two characters, so I like Fingolfin and Turin. But I will go with Turin because I have also his name, Adanedhel, so let's say Turin. Turin. And I think I'm most like Frodo or Bilbo. Maybe Rory Mac, Brandybuck. Almost like a hobbit.
Do you have a favorite item in your Tolkien collection?
Here it is. So that's my new set.
Okay, that's beautiful.
Yeah, that's the 70th anniversary that came out last year with
Okay.
illustrations by Alan Lee. It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I have an Arcel, and I got it like way back when they were like cheap from United Culture. I got it for like 140 euros or something.
Oh,
And it was an original copy from United Culture. Like
Oh my
that. I also have like a Saruman Weta figure, like 1/6 scale. I have a life-size cardboard of Gandalf.
What is your favorite way to eat potatoes?
Probably fried. Or maybe also stuffed potatoes in the oven.
You can choose one animal to speak to humans. Which animal are you choosing?
Well, probably dogs. It would be really interesting. They're almost there, and most people have dogs, so I don't think I would like to speak to cats very much. Even if you have her in your house, maybe she doesn't like you, but your dog will 100% like you.
You find yourself stranded on a deserted Greek island. What are 3 things you wish you had?
The Lord of the Rings. Food and water. What else do you need?
That's all you need. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Our last question. What would you actually do with $1 million?
I would probably stop working. I will buy a house in Greece, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And I will buy some more Tolkien books, rare stuff, and Folio Society, yeah. Children of Hurin, the super deluxe, like leather edition, stuff like that.
Thank you for letting us get to know you, Adanedhel, and we will get back to our game. Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with the Voices of Arda.
Let's scale up. Moving ahead here. We're at the 1,000 level question. While on his journey home, what holiday did Bilbo spend with Beorn? Is it A, Midsummer, B, the Lithe, C, Yule, or D, All Hallows Eve?
It's Yule.
Of course. Nicely done. Correct answer, yes.
From The Hobbit: The Return Journey. Anyway, by midwinter, Gandalf and Bilbo had come all the way back, along both edges of the forest, to the doors of Beorn's house, and there for a while they both stayed. Yuletide was warm and merry there, and men came from far and wide to feast at Beorn's bidding.
Nicely said. And for our more casual viewers, I did want to add an explanation of the Lithe. And this comes directly from Tolkien Gateway. The Lithe days, or just the Lithe, refers to the 3, sometimes 4, feast days between the months of Forelythe and Afterlythe in the Shire calendar. But we move on. Stavros already knew that, but does he know this? We're moving up. Which hobbit was the first to be taken to the Lockholes? Is it A, Lobelia Sackville Baggins, B, Fatty Bolger, C, Will Whitfoot, or D, Farmer Cotton?
It's C, Will Whitfoot.
Yes, of course, that's correct.
From The Return of the King, The Grey Havens. Old Will Whitfoot had been in the Lockholes longer than any.
Well, I remember that Frodo then took over as deputy mayor till they could fatten him up. It causes me to wonder, what did they feed him to fatten him up so quickly? Maybe it's beer. Maybe they just gave him lots and lots of beer, empty calories, you know?
Hey, come merry doll, my darling. Light goes the weather wing and the feathers darling. Down along under hill, shining in the sunlight, waiting on the doorstep for the starlight. There my pretty lady is, river woman's daughter, slender as the willow wand, clearer than the water. Tom Bombadil, water lilies bringing, comes up and home again, can you hear him singing? Hey, come merry doll, and merry-o. Goldberry, merry yellowberry-o, poor willow man, tuck your roots away. Tom's in a hurry now, evening follows day. Tom Tom's going home again, water lilies bringing. Hey, come, dairy dole, can you hear me singing? Hey, come, merry dole, my darling. Light goes the weather wing and the feathers starling. Down along under hill, shining in the sunlight, waiting on the doorstep for the starlight. There, my pretty lady is, river woman's daughter, slender as the willow wand, clearer than the water. Tom Bombadil, water lilies bringing, comes hopping home again, can you hear him singing? Hey, come, merry dole, and merry-o. Goldberry, merry, yellow berry, oh, poor willow man, tuck your roots away. Tom's in a hurry now, evening follows day. Tom's going home again, water lilies bringing. Hey, come, dairy dole, can you hear me singing? Hey, Tom, jolly Tom, Bombadillo.
Another thing that doesn't sound bad is the next question, which is, who is the father of Silmarillion? Is it A. Tar Elendil, B. Tar Meneldur, C. Tar Amendil, or D. Tar Aldarion?
It is A. Tar Elendil.
That is correct, indeed.
From the Silmarillion, the Akalabeth. Highest in honor after the house of the kings were the lords of Andunier, for they were of the line of Elros, being descended from Silmarion, daughter of Tar Elendil, the fourth king of Numenor.
And it looks like Stavros is well acquainted with the Silmarillion, and he'll need it for the next question. What dark and strong metal did Eol devise? Is it A. Mithril, B. Galvorn, C. Lebrethron, or D. Carbon steel?
It is B. Galvor.
Galvorn is indeed correct.
From the Silmarillion of Maglin. There he learned much of metalwork and came to great skill therein, and he, being Eol, devised a metal as hard as the steel of the dwarves, but so malleable that he could make it thin and supple, and yet it remained resistant to all blades and darts. He named it Galvorn, for it was black and shining like jet.
Nicely done, and I do expect that most of our viewers are well acquainted with Mithril, if only from the movies. Carbon steel is a real-life metal, but Lebrethron is actually wood. It's certainly mentioned in the Two Towers, but it's a hardwood tree that grew in Ithilien. Looks like we are again sticking with the Silmarillion for our next question. Let's do it. In what caves did Tuor live as an outlaw? Is it A. Calanhir, B. Baen Danwe, C. The Caves of the Forgotten, or D. Androth?
It is D. Androth.
Nicely done, can confirm.
The Silmarillion of Tuor and the Fall in Gondolin. For 3 years he, being Tuor, endured that thraldom, but at the end of that time he escaped, and returning to the caves of Androth, he dwelt there alone, and did such great hurt to the Easterlings that Lorgan set a price upon his head.
Now, let's see how well you remember your Silmarillion minutiae. I believe this is only mentioned once in the entire text, but tell me, what is Narsillion? Is it A, the Awakening of the Quending, B, the Song of Parting, C, the Rhymes of Lore, or D, the Song of the Sun and Moon?
It is D, the Song of the Sun and Moon.
Dang it, he got that one right quick. That is true.
From the Silmarillion of the Sun and Moon. But the flower and the fruit Yavanna gave to Aule, and Manwë hollowed them, and Aule and his people made vessels to hold them and preserve their radiance, as is said in the Narsillion, the Song of the Sun and Moon.
Nicely said. I do have a little bit of explanation for our more casual viewers on this as well. And again, all these references are coming directly from Tolkien Gateway, a website I highly recommend. The Quia Veniana is a legend of the awakening of the Quendi. It is given as an appendix in the essay Quendi of the Eldar. Now, the Song of Parting was Beron's song of farewell to Luthien Tenuviel. And finally, the Rhymes of Lore isn't actually a formal written out thing. They're simply even things that the folk people would say. Like one example would be Gandalf as they're riding to Minas Tirith, singing a rhyme of 7 stones and 7 stars and 1 white tree.
Hey, come merry doll, my darling, like goes the weather wing and the feathers darling. Down along under hill, shining in the sunlight, waiting on the doorstep for the starlight. There my pretty lady is, river woman's daughter, slender as the willow wand, clearer than the water. Tom Bombadil, water lilies bringing, comes up and home again, can you hear him singing? Hey, come merry doll, and merry-o, goldberry, merry, yellowberry-o, poor willow man, tuck your roots away, Tom's in a hurry now, evening follows day, Tom's going home again, water lilies bringing. Hey, come derry doll, can you hear me singing? Hey, come merry doll, my darling, like goes the weather wing and the feathers darling. Down along under hill, shining in the sunlight, waiting on the doorstep for the starlight. There my pretty lady is, river woman's daughter, slender as the willow wand, clearer than the water. Tom Bombadil, water lilies bringing, comes up and home again, can you hear him singing? Hey, come merry doll, and merry-o, goldberry, merry, yellowberry-o, poor willow man, tuck your roots away, Tom's in a hurry now, evening follows day, Tom's going home again, water lilies bringing. Hey, come derry doll, can you hear me singing? Hey, Tom, jolly Tom Bombadillo.
Now, we are scaling up. The questions from here are meant to be a little harder and verify whether or not you've been studying your Tolkien recently.
I have.
All right. Which of these stars is red? Is it A. Carnil, B. Helluin, C. Lunil, or B. Morwinian?
It is A. Carnil.
Well, dang. Right off the bat. That is true.
He is confident. Now, this actually is mentioned once in the Silmarillion in the Index, and it says Carnil is the name of a red star.
Now, you're doing too well with these Silmarillion questions, so let's hop back to the trilogy. Now, again, we're dealing with the deep minutiae, but let's get right to it. How long did Gaffer Gamgee tend the gardens of Bag End? Is it A, 40 years, B, 50 years, C, 30 years, or D, 35 years? You do have lifelines.
Yeah, can we have asked the audience?
Yes, of course we can do that. Okay. Give the audience a moment to type in their scores. All right. Now, we polled 100 socially inept Tolkien fans your question. Here are their answers. 54% chose option A. 43% chose option B. 6% chose option C, and only 2% chose option D.
Okay. I will go for A.
Okay, he's gonna trust the audience. Stavros, there's a little thing I need to tell you about trust, and that sometimes it works out.
From the Fellowship of the Ring, a long-expected party. No one had a more attentive audience than old Ham Gamgee, commonly known as the Gaffer, and he spoke with some authority, for he attended the garden at Bag End for 40 years. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with the Voices of Arda will return after these short messages.
Tis a number shall come, curse your family with strife, in Nando's for eternal life. No one waits for you, Feanor, you're a fool, in Nando's for eternal life. Feanor spirit in Nando's are restless, Feanor spirit in Nando's for eternal life. Mandos, the Doom Maker.
So Ryan, what's going on here? Ryan?
He's not gonna answer. Well, he can't, really. He's been like this ever since he started creating Tolkien content.
Michael Vanin, but
He won't stop Tolkien and Tolkien.
did you know that Ulmo was the Lord of Waters and he was a friend to all fish? Kind of like Aquaman. He was very similar to Poseidon in the Greek pantheon.
For anyone who's going through something similar, I'd say just say no. And if you are going through it, Stop Tolkien and Tolkien. Just Tolkien.
That could be really confusing. Which part did you mean?
Yes? Wait, what?
If you or somebody you know suffers from Tolkien content addiction, please call Eru Saved Me. That is 378-728-3363. Again, that's 378-728-3363. Eru Saved Me. 378-728-3363. This number is fake. You're f***ed.
Hey Lord of the Rings fans, I am New Better Do Better. I am a Lord of the Rings content creator and influencer. This is the new betification of the Silmarillion. It is my hope to make the Silmarillion as accessible as possible to people from all walks of life. Not just nerds, but also people from the hood, jocks, geeks, everybody. But it's really interesting, it's really fun, and it's just dope. And you got somebody dope explaining it to you. What else could you ask for? Let's get into it.
Welcome back to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with the Voices of Arda.
As we go forward, please recall that you only have your 50-50 left for these final questions. Stavros has 3 questions. Let's see what we can do with it. Moving on. What name did men use for the ship known as Vingalot by the elves? Is it A. Swanwing, B. Rothinzil, C. Turufanto, or D. Enteluce?
It is B. Rothinzil.
Nicely done. Again, right off the top.
From the Silmarillion, the Akalabeth again. And in the Lay of Adanedhel, it is told how, at the last, when the victory of Morgoth was almost complete, he built his ship Vingalot, that men called Rothinzil, and voyaged upon the unsailed seas.
Nicely done. But I'm telling you, I'm not going to let you just simmer in the Silmarillion this whole time. We're going to go back to the trilogy for this next one. And this name definitely is only mentioned once in the entire works of Tolkien. Let's see what it is. What was the name of the orc Shelob caught but later seemingly forgot about? Is it A. Urukul, B. Radbug, C. Lagduk, or D. Ufthak?
It is D. Ufthak.
Okay, well, color me impressed, because that's one I thought I was going to get you on, but it is indeed Uthak.
From the Two Towers, the choices of Master Samwise. Shagrat is speaking. Do you remember old Ufthak? We lost him for days. Then we found him in a corner, hanging up he was, and he was wide awake and glaring. How we laughed. Shelob had forgotten him, maybe.
Well, I would say this. If I were one of those orcs, I wouldn't have cut him down. Because if Shelob was coming at that exact moment, I'd be toast too.
No, yep, just in case. I like that they laughed at him, though.
I know, right? We have one more question for you. What is Morwen's Cinderid name? Is it A. Ethelhorn, B. Ethelwen, C. Feliverin, or D. Finglas?
It is B. Elethwen.
Nicely done, sir.
From the Silmarillion of the Ruin of Beleriand and the Fall of Fingolfin. Some passed on over the mountains to Dorlomin and the people of Galdor, Haldor's son, and among those were Morwen, who was named Elethwen, that is Elfsheen.
Nicely done. Stavros, if we couldn't see your screen right now, I did want to present an alternate image of what I'm sure you're looking and feeling like right now. So this would be you if you were in the Shire. So this is my interpretation, that is. Look, it's Stavros. A happy Greek hobbit.
I'm a happy Greek hobbit.
Well, thank you for your participation again. Stavros,
thank you for having me.
100%. I'm always excited to see you. We've known each other for about just over a year now.
Yeah.
And Stavros has played Lord of the Rings Top 9 probably more than anybody else. So getting to talk to you live in person is always fun.
Yeah.
I want to extend my deepest thanks to one Miss KaliCosplay. As I mention every time, Kali is the beating heart and soul of our Tolkien Talk community, keeping us on task and honest, and I wanted to make sure she got a shout out.
Thank you. And of course, all appreciation to Bladorthin, who does our trivias. I mean, he spends hours coming up with these questions, and he pores over the text and tries to find little clues. He has this endless amounts of spreadsheet. It's amazing, with all his questions and his answers and the quotes and everything like that. So thank you for your hard work as always, and for bringing trivia to the community. I know everyone really likes it.
Yeah, thank you, Bladorthin.
Absolutely. And it doesn't even feel like work to me. This is my fun time and my happy place. So it really is a joy to do it. Kali, where can people find you?
I am on TikTok and YouTube and Threads and Instagram as KaliCosplay. And also, if you want to keep in touch with myself and all of the other amazing creators who are part of the Voices of Arda project, we have a Voices of Arda Instagram, the Voices of Arda YouTube channel, which you're probably watching this on right now. Make sure you check everybody out and keep in touch with all of us.
And where can we find you online, Adanedhel?
Here, on the Voices of Arda YouTube channel.
Take a look at me on TikTok, really. Bladorthin the Bastard. You can find me there, and you can see my entire archive of almost 300 episodes. And with that, I say, we shall go ahead and wrap up this Tolkien Trivia event. Stay tuned, follow us on social media. More events will be coming in the future. We have one complete event in the chamber, and with this new format, hopefully many more coming very soon.
Do you think you have what it takes to be Voices of Arda's next millionaire? Contact the Voices of Arda on YouTube or Instagram to apply today. Thanks for watching.